Welcome guys. So in this section, let us see what are Playwright agents and how we can use them to speed and accelerate our web automation. Okay, so this is recently introduced by Playwright. So they have given 3 agents. So this is their official documentation. Right now it is only for Node.js. So that means for JavaScript and TypeScript, you will be able to use these Playwright agents. Maybe soon they will do it for other programming languages as well. Okay, so now they have given 3 agents here as per their documentation. Planner, so this agent will explore your app. So that means when you provide a URL, now for example I will provide URL of my web page like this. Okay, this is my app. You can add to the cart, checkout and purchase, and this is like top deals. So if I give this app to this agent called Planner, that will explore that app and produces me test plan. Okay, so it will give the test plan details on test scenarios, what to test and how to test everything in one file. Next, there is another agent which they also released, which is generator. So this agent will pick that file where the test plan is created using this planner agent, right? It will open that file. Based on the test plan, it will create Playwright test files. So that means it will prepare automation scripts. That's what generator agent does. Next, healer agent. So after you generate test scripts here, your next step is, you need to run them first to see if it's running correctly. If they are failing for any reason, then bring healer agent into picture, where this healer agent will execute your test scripts again and it will repair where it is failing, why it is failing, because it has knowledge of the planner and generator as well. It will go back and check what is the test plan, what is the test, why it is failing, and it will fix it for you, right? So these are the 3 agents it released. The good thing is, now generator agent, for the generator agent to prepare test scripts, it needs to understand properly what is test plan, at least in some language. So that language planner generates, so it will generate test plan in such a way that its colleague, which is generator agent, can understand the test plan properly and generate accurate test scripts. Okay, so these 3 are interconnected. Each one will give the output so that other agents can understand. Okay, so you also can come up with your own agent, but will the Playwright able to exactly understand it, right? Based on that, these 3 agents are coupled nicely so that each can collaborate with each other and complete your whole automation process. So that means if you just pass the URL, this agent will do test plan, this will create test scripts, and if it fails for any reason, it will heal. Okay, end to end is what the idea behind introducing this Playwright agents. Okay, now if you get a question like, will this be end to scripting? Will this be end to manual, writing the automation scripts? No. So this will help you to an extent. It will reduce your automation burden, but still you need to run tests which are generated by generator and see everything looks good, right? Even healer can solve it, but it always does not solve. And at the same time, planner will generate test plan, but you need to again manually review and alter it, right? So what I would say is, it will take you to the extent where you don't need to do 50-70% of work, but human touch is required everywhere to see if the test plan is correctly generated, whether it captured all the requirements, and whether all tests are passing, and whether the test scripts are written as per framework standards. And also healer, sometimes it repairs and sometimes it cannot. So AI will give you boost for sure for your productivity, and I think this will play a key role in bringing down your execution time, development time of automation scripts. Okay, that's about agents, what they have provided. Now let's try to understand how we can bring these agents into our project and practical example, so that way you know how to make things work. Hey guys, for comprehensive Playwright tutorial, please check out my Udemy course about Playwright, JavaScript and TypeScript automation testing from scratch, including framework. We have also included the exclusive AI section to get speed upon how Playwright and AI can be integrated. This is one of the best seller with close to 100,000 learners by making it as one of the largest community supported course on internet. So check out the coupon here in the YouTube description and get started your learning. So let's start with a fresh project. So I'll open the folder and so I will select this project. Right now it's dummy, just a folder, nothing else. So on this project level, let's go ahead and install Playwright. We'll do it from scratch, don't worry. Let's go to terminal level and here, so we have to read the documentation very carefully because there is some version compatibilities here. First, VS Code. The minimum version should be 1.105 for you to work and play with these agents, right? So for that, you can come to this setting gear icon and see what is the version you have. If it asks to restart, please restart it. So I think I already have that version, so I should be good. Okay, and then you should have the latest Playwright version. That is important. So to keep it straightforward, go to the installation and have the latest one. So you will definitely get the latest one. Okay, so from project level, I'm first starting with Playwright installation. So you'll be on the latest version and you can proceed without any issues. All right, so do you want to use TypeScript or JavaScript? Whatever it is, right? It's still same at the end. You can just start and the project will be created there. Okay, so right now I think it's a package.json is created, but just give some time. It's still going on in creating the actual files. Perfect. So it has created and it has .ts extension. JavaScript or TypeScript doesn't matter. You know that TypeScript is extension of JavaScript and the way you work won't change anything here. Okay. At least for the agents examples, what we see here. The project structure is created. Test will go here. Fine. Let's leave all that. The Playwright project is ready. That is the first step we have done. Okay. The next thing, let's have those agents into our project. So to get them, they were saying that this is the command that npx playwright, you need to initialize agents. As we are working with VS Code, this is what we can do. -- loop equals to VS Code. So I'll just give that command and hit an enter. So carefully observe that it has created some files. You can see that it's writing file to the GitHub chat modes. So when you expand this folder, chat modes will be there and here where those agent chat modes are present. Now first let's try to understand what are these chat modes. We need to know what's happening behind the screens when we say agent. Okay, so agent by default now in GitHub, in VS Code, make sure you have GitHub Copilot plugin. Okay, so once you have that GitHub Copilot plugin, here you can talk and work on your code with the help of Copilot. So there's a drop down here, agent ask. When you say ask, it's generative AI. So it gives you answer in the text only. But if you want Copilot to make changes in your project by itself, like creating a file, editing a file, actions, then you have to move to agent mode. So it can act on your behalf. So this agent is based on what large language model you choose. So I have, let's say, chosen GPT 4.1. So this is the large language model. The agent will use this as a base to make changes. So this is a generic agent which have information about, general information. Now we have to build custom agent. So that means for same agent, we have to give new roles, new behavior. Okay. So we need to tell agent, no, this is how you need to behave for my scenario. So that behavior is nothing but having a chat modes here. So you will have a file where you will define the entire behavior of the agent. Okay, and agent, when you start interacting in a planner chat mode, it behaves and it acts based upon the instructions what you passed in the planner chat mode. Okay, so when you create a new chat mode here like planner.chatmode.md, then subsequently you will see that related agent here. This is a planner agent now. These three options will be enabled first of all, when you give this command npx playwright. So how they are coming here? These are nothing but chat modes. So that chat modes actual instructions are created in this chat mode folder. These are created when you given this command. So what Playwright team did is they created 3 chat modes and they exposed and they mimicked the agent original behavior to the behavior where it can create test plan, it can create execute test, and it can fix the test. So how did they change the behavior? So that all instructions you can see in this file. Okay, now you can see use this agent when you need to create test plan, and here are tools. So tools means agent cannot automate by itself, it has to have a tooling support. So what Playwright team did is they have given all the tooling support to make this agent to interact with web browser, web pages. Now you can see navigate back, browser hover, and click, close, wait for everything. What all you need to automate, all that capabilities are encapsulated as a tooling and provided to this agent. Now this agent knows how to act upon a web browser by using Playwright tooling support here. Okay, so that's how we are mimicking the existing agent behavior to make it more compatible of going in performing browser automation. So that's what tool says. And when you come down here, they are giving a proper instructions. You see how they are setting the behavior. You're an expert web test planner with extensive experience in quality assurance, user experience testing. Your expertise includes functional testing. You need to do edge case, comprehensive test coverage planning. And then they are saying you will navigate, explore the app, take the screenshots, and thoroughly explore the interface. These are all instructions. I'm setting the planner behavior. So when I say planner agent, don't think they have written lot of code behind the scenes. Nothing. It's all about one prompt instruction. You can also create it, but with their extensive experience and their research on what prompt will help you to get test plan better on browser using Playwright. They did a lot of experiment and finally they came up with one prompt message to your agent, which can help you to create a test plan. All that they encapsulated in one chat mode by changing the agent behavior. Whenever you create a new chat mode, and you will get that custom agent here, which is a planner. When you select this, and now when you talk, when you ask something based on this agent, so your prompt will act based upon this planner chat mode, based on the instructions what you provide here. That's it. That's all they did. And they encapsulated and given as a package which we are using. You can do on your own also. You can tweak this custom board as per your, functionality of your project also. And they have given everything like go to user flows, design comprehensive scenarios, edge cases, properly write the structure, create the documentation out of it, and write an application overview. See what kind of things you can do. Test scenarios, they given some examples. This is how you need to create. Okay, expected result, actual result. See example spec. They given some samples to the planner mode, saying that when you give me something, make sure you give me in this format, everything in detail. Okay, and output should be in this manner. They have given one example also. You see context, user has deployed, dashboard, all that. So everything is encapsulated. So you don't need to worry about what prompt I have to write to get nice test plan. All that heavy lifting is done by Playwright. All you need to do is select this planner app and start your work. Okay, and same thing for generating test scripts also. Once planner creates a test plan, now you can go to the generator mode, use this agent when you need to create tests. And again, it has given all tooling support where it can file. And then you can see you are a Playwright test generator this time. For each test you generate, make sure you give the detailed resilient locators, verification, expected, actual, all that. There's a lot of information going in this, and they are saying that you should give me in this format, like describe, it block, await, make sure you put a sync, all the information. And same thing for healer mode instructions. Okay, now let's get started. There is one more file which you need to know. It's a seed file. I think it's present in the test. Okay, so what is importance of this file? Now, for example, you are working on this project, right? Now you need to create a test plan, not for the entire app. So you want to maybe start creating your test plan once you reach this page. Okay. Now how you will tell a Playwright to only generate test plan for this page? Okay. So it's because it's not directly URL accessible. You need to make some clicks to reach here. So that's where they have some preloaded script. If you write a Playwright test here until you land on this page, okay, now what happens is, now when you ask create me test plan, it will first come to the seed file and it will see what is the code present here and it will execute it. So here you need to write a code that go to Rahul Shetty Academy Selenium practice, add to the cart and open the cart, proceed to checkout. Okay, when you write a Playwright code here, it will execute it. It will come to this page and then actual thing will start. And then it will start reading, okay, what is this guy prompt? Now here I will tell create a test plan on the page. So it will only create for this page. That's how in practical it happens, right? Every time you don't want to start from scratch creation. You might be working on some new functionalities somewhere on the 13th page or 15th page of your web app. If you want only test plan for 13th page, if you want to automate only 13th page scenarios, then create a seed file, write automation script until 12th line. So it will perform all the lines, and once the moment it comes to your actual page, stop it here, and then rest from there. Agents will pick to create a planning, all that. Okay, so we will come to the seed later. For now, what we can do is we can ask from scratch creation only, assuming that we don't have any test plan for even the first page of your app. Okay, but make sure you provide this as a context. See, if you want to interact with planner first immediately checks for seed file to know any information such as how to land on a page or up to which page I have to travel first before I perform this planning, right? Everything it checks in seed file. Though you don't write anything for now, I would still recommend, it's mandatory as per their documentation to add this as a context, right? Okay, then you should be good now. And finally, make sure that MCP Playwright testing tool is configured. So the moment you give this command, everything is taken care. Just go to these tools and check whether you have this Playwright test MCP checked. This has to be checked. This is important. Not Playwright, just remember Playwright -test. This is an MCP server. You need not do anything with that command what you gave, that should show up. Just make sure it is selected and no other Playwright things are selected. So because it might cause again redundancy. So select all this and click on OK. So I selected the planner agent first to create a test plan. So I would say explore the app and create test plan for this page. Okay, so this is my page. I'm asking to explore the app as per their instructions what you see here and create a test plan. Now for the context, you need to remember that you need to add this seed file. So I have added there and let's see. So to explore the app, it has to depend on Playwright because it has to make all browser interactions and then it will perform. So it landed on the page. So it will take some time to explore the search functionality. See, right now search functionality it is exploring, and later it will explore how to add items to cart and how to check out everything. Right? See, it added tomato to the cart. It will just do exploration just like how a human does to create a test plan. The same way it does. So great thing here is how to do all this has been the complete prompt has been given in the chat mode, and necessary tools to interact with your web page, like clicking on a button, you see landing on a page, all that Playwright has encapsulated and given us as planner agent. And then it is checking my coupon code. So one thing I don't understand, how it knows the correct coupon code. Probably I have interacted with past with this website. I don't know how it exactly tried Rahul Shetty Academy. That is still open item for me. I thought it will randomly give something wrong and I should upload my functional documentation, like business requirements, so that it understands the context. But somehow it found it. So that's the reason if you see their documentation, what they were saying is, when you want to input to the planner agent a clear request, that's what we did, generate a plan, and the CD test should be in the context. Yes, we added it. Third, this is optional. What they were asking is to have a product requirement document. So in my case, it has given Rahul Shetty Academy in the box. That's great. But in your application for first time, you don't know what coupon works. So add your business requirement documentation also as an attachment, so it can read it from that and identify the right one. Okay. So it moved to the next page now. It's choosing terms and conditions. It's trying to understand the entire flow until I think it goes to confirmation page. Great. So it has navigated through each and every page. The order was successful. I can see the success message. Now it is trying to explore this link, I think, top deals. That's what it says. Let me explore the top deals link that I saw earlier. Perfect. It landed on top deals page now. Because we asked to explore the app, not just a page, right? And here you have a sorting, you have a pagination, you have a search box. I don't know how it will start. Let's see. It opened a new tab. Okay, it explored the offer page, which has a products, pagination search, and date picker. And it has already gathered enough information about the application. Now it's going to create a comprehensive test plan. Okay, so now if you might be thinking, where does a human intervention is required here? So it may not pull up all the test plan, all the scenarios, but at least, 50 to 70% it will cover on your behalf. But what I seen is, if you give one single page and you ask to create, then it will do more better job by covering maximum scenarios from that page. But in this case, we try to make it generic, asking do for entire app. So it has done its best to cover the scenarios. I think we have to wait until it create that comprehensive test plan document. It's in the final stage of document preparation. So right now, test plan greencard.md. Okay, it created a test plan, and finally it's giving the exploration summary what it has done. The test plan has been saved to test plan greencard.md. Oops. So now let's refresh the project. I think it's already in refreshed mode, and you can see here on the bottom test plan, and this is the test plan it created. Okay, a lot of test cases are there. If you go inside and see, it started with application overview. It just try to understand what do we have: product catalog, search, shopping cart, offer page, checkout process, navigation, currency, and test scenarios. This is product browsing. First test scenario where it will navigate and wait for page load completely. Expected results, all these should display on home page. Now product categories verification, and then price range verification, and search functionality, that it will search for tomato and see the results are coming as per tomato, and you see the expected result. When you type tomato, only tomato product should be displayed. Other product should not be displayed. Cart counter also should remain unchanged, right? And that search should be case insensitive. And it's trying with a partial match steps. Fine. And scroll down. It's doing a lot of things, searching with special characters, and then quantity management, increase quantity to multiple items in the cart. And let's see where are other things like add to cart functionality. Okay, when you add the cart, you add that, and then go to the checkout page. Lot of things, add item after searching. Oh my god, it went to the empty cart, it went to the actual cart. Promo code functionality, right? It sees whether the error message is appearing with invalid code, valid code. And then in promo code also, it is came up with combinations of special characters. And finally, checkout process, what happens when you select country and agree, and what happens if you select without country, without accepting terms. N number of test cases have been generated. Okay, and now when you go to top deals page, you are checking sorting functionality, you are checking on price column steps. Every column it is checking whether sorting is performed correctly, and it is also seeing page navigations. At least it has generated a lot of edge case scenarios, page load. Crazy. Now from these, what do you want to automate? You should decide. Okay, so here where human intervention comes into picture, that what exactly you want to now automate, right? Now let's say I want to pick product search functionality. This is the item I really want to pick. Okay, now for that I will change planner to generator, right? What is the next agent here? So if you go back to the documentation, the first agent task is done. It just explored the app and gave the markdown test plan, which is .md extension. Now your goal is to use that test plan in a context. Means you see it's added in the context now. Okay, and change it to generator. And then you can say add tests for product search functionality. Okay, now when you submit, it will look for this product search functionality test scenarios from this test plan file, and generator agent will help you to generate Playwright scripts for them. Okay, let's see. Observe that I moved from planning agent to generator agent to generate tests. So here for this test scenario, there are total 5 scenarios we identified. So it will again run those 5 scenarios on the browser and collect appropriate locators, and it will overall frame a Playwright script suite for you. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, it's in the process of search because we just selected only search functionality. All right, so always hello. This is cool, right? I mean, without human in loop, it cannot be done 100%. Obviously, you need to read all the test plan and make that corrections. And for example, coupon code, you need to provide actual coupon code and make it everything ready so that you can ask a Playwright to generate a test. Now scenario 2.1 test is done. Now it's trying to generate a scenario for 2.2. So for all the test plan, automatic Playwright scripting is done. I personally love this part. Okay, when you input your test plan, Playwright should be able to generate scripts for us, right? And again, this may not be again 100% accurate. You might need to change locators a little bit and modify the behavior. All right, now I think it's in the last one. Let me generate scenarios for 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. Let me create them in a batch by generating each one. So I think here you can see search with partial match. We are able to see the tests rolling up at this piece. Perfect. It has completed successfully generating. You can see all the 3 scenarios it generated, and all tests have been generated from the test plan, executed successfully against live applications, saved to test directory, followed the Playwright best practices. Here you go. You can see the files have been created, and in the first file, it will search for something XYZ123, and you see what happens. And then here it search for berry, and it will see whether strawberry is verified. and it will also make sure whether Raspberry is verified, because when you search with Berry, 2 items should get displayed, right? Search with a partial match, and then next one, this, when you fill XYZ 1, 2, 3, page layout remains intact. So that means there are no search items visible. This is tricky. I don't think this is correct. You should have no such results are written. Yeah, green card is web page. So let's see what it does. So if I put XYZ 1, 2, 3, oh, it's just checking for green card text here, and no products are matching. So that's why probably it's picking that page layout does not get impacted. Okay, but it told us that it created 2.1, 2.2 and 2.3. Search with valid product name. Where is that? I can see only 2 files in this. I think it forgot to create search with no results, search with partial match, but it does not have that file in place. Okay, so maybe we can ask that you missed it. Let's see how it reacts. File is missing in the workspace. Did you add it? At least it will give you the code in the chat so you can create a new file. Okay, see, it's creating one for us now. So that's it. You need to interact and figure out things. No other way. You might see other experience based on the LLM you use. You know, I might see other experience. All right, now I think they are ready. Valid product. Okay, so it searches for tomato, and exactly tomato has to be displayed. Great. For search option, it did 3 scenarios: partial match, exact match, no match. That's what you do even in real time, right? Now you might be thinking, this is great, but it's not in my page object standards. That's fine. If you really want to get it in page object standards, you need to change in your prompt. When you ask to create tests, then you should also attach your page of one of the page object file as a context, just like how you attached this. And you should tell in a prompt that when you create a test, create in the page object standards as per my framework, associated file attached as sample. You know, again, everything comes down to prompt, guys. Because we don't have any page object model at this point, I'm not writing here. So if you're already working in a project, share that page object model in a context, you know, just by clicking on this attachment, and tell them that create test in the page object standards. Okay, now 3 tests are created. Our next goal is to run them, right? So to run, what I'll do is I will go back to general agent mode, or you know, I think we can run from generator also. That is little tricky. Now I want to run the execute the tests now. So let's ask like this: can you run the 3 tests which you created? And show me results. So it has to give the command. That's why. So it cannot run. So what you can do is you can make it work. Copy this. Actually, you can go to the agent mode and make it work. Just go to the general agent mode. Run tests in headed mode in Chromium or below files. If you go to general agent mode, I think it will help you to do. If not, we can just hit in the command terminal. That should be fine. Great. So it's ready to run command for us. So the agent is general one, right? It can run. You see, running 3 tests in Chromium mode. Okay, 2 tests are passed. We know that 3rd test will fail, right? We just saw that, you know, it is not working as expected. But the first 2 tests ran perfectly. You can see. Now here you go. 3rd agent comes into picture. What is that? Now you have successfully created Playwright test, and we are able to run them from the test plan. So we have another agent called healer. It will repair your failing tests. Okay. So if any tests are failed, which got generated by generator, healer agent can repair those failing tests. Okay. Now I will go to healer mode, and we saw that one test failed, right? Which one? Search with no results test is failed. So I'm going to ask that .ts file test file failed, please investigate and fix. Let's see. I'm keeping it simple. That test is not working. Now go and do that job. Because you are a healer agent, you should figure out. So let's see what it does. It's trying to capture a screenshot to see what's happening on the page. And then it's trying to get all new locators, probably. We don't know how extent this healer can actually fix your issue. Let's see. Okay, it says test is failing because green card is matching two elements on the page. So it has modified that get the first index. And now it's rerunning to see whether it worked. Come on, it worked. Successful. It's a issue fixed. Test was failing due to strict mode violation previously, which generator does not take care. Now with the healer mode, we added it and it was running perfectly. Okay, now let's cross check. I will go back to a general agent mode. And what is the command we have given previously? This is the command, right? You can do it from terminal also. I'm just lazy to type and started asking everything. Run below command. The same thing you can just provide in your terminal and it runs. But now healer told that it fixed. Let's see. But I don't know if I accepted save, but okay. It has to pass 3 tests now. 3 passed. Awesome. Perfect. All the 3 tests are passed. Great. Now you can see the detailed report here. Now we can go back and check the detailed report. Okay, sorry. That has to be given here. And then it will open and you see all tests pass. So what did we gain from this section? So you have app with you and you asked Playwright planning agent to create a test plan for your app. It created a nice set of test scenarios. And then you asked generator app to create automation scripts for one module. In our case, we took this search item. It did it. And then we understood that some of them are failing. And then we brought healer agent into picture and it rectified your script as per, application and it repaired it. And overall, I have completed automation of the search functionality in my web application without straining much of my brain. But is it something can be done end to end without human in loop? Of course, it's definitely human in loop plays a key role here to see what test plan is generated and adjusting it and deciding what to automate. Test plan gave us hundreds of scenarios. What exactly is the right candidate for automation? You need to bring them into the actual mode, adjust as per page object mode. And if it is failing, then you need to bring healer. Human in loop played a key role here, but you just played a basic role of delegation and orchestration, right? The overall hard working is lifted by these 3 agents, which I think we can say kudos for the job has been done. And all the magic has been done with the help of these chat mode instructions. So that's why if you go to their documentation, they were saying the agents what we created under hood, these are collection of instructions. That means these instructions and MCP tools, these tools, because it has to get a power to automate a browser. How does it get? With the help of these MCP tools. So with the help of MCP tools and instructions, they have created a custom chat mode here. and that will automatically will appear here. So if you have to have your own agent top over this Playwright, you can do that as well. Create another chat mode, give instructions as per your project specific documentation, save it, and that chat mode will appear here. Choose that and act upon, by prompting, targeting that agent mode. Okay, at least I'm explaining you how they have designed it under hood. They didn't write any code, guys. Underlyingly, they are using a brain of large language model. You can use any LLM and top over it with proper instructions, proper tooling support. They have prepared their custom agent, which will universally work for most of your web apps to automate using Playwright. That's their idea, and I feel they have almost achieved a success status, and I feel still they will refine based upon the community feedback and make these agents more and more powerful. So that's it about Playwright Agents. I hope you guys understood and will be able to implement it in your projects. Hey guys, for comprehensive Playwright tutorial, please check out my Udemy course about Playwright JavaScript and TypeScript automation testing from scratch, including framework. We have also included the exclusive AI section to get speed upon how Playwright and AI can be integrated. This is one of the best seller with close to 100,000 learners, by making it as one of the largest community supported course on internet. So check out the coupon here in the YouTube description and get started your learning.